Welcome to the Bald Brad Show. Our story here is dealing with Twitter once again locking the account of another person that they disagree with. This one comes from our friends over at Blaze Media, and they start off here saying, Twitter has locked the account of a senior editor at the Federalist, John Daniel Davidson, over a post in which Davidson referred to Admiral Rachel Levine as a man, which is an actual fact. Rachel Levine is in fact a biological man. But you might say, Brad, didn't the Babylon Bee get locked out of their account for doing the exact same thing and saying the exact same thing? I'd say, yes, you're absolutely correct. That happened about 2 weeks ago. And wouldn't you say, Brad, didn't the editor-in-chief of the Babylon Bee also get locked out of his account for saying and doing the exact same thing? I'd say, you were absolutely correct. That happened about a week and a half ago. And wouldn't you say, Brad, didn't the founder of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, get banned or locked out of his account for saying and doing the exact same thing? I'd say, yep, you are exactly right. Him as well. Meaning Twitter isn't even hiding it anymore. Just the mere fact that you say something they don't like, you're going to get your account locked until you delete the tweet. Before they would do this huge like public service announcement or PSA and tell you which terms and agreement you violated and try to make it as if they agree with what you're saying, but hey, you just violated their terms of agreement. We don't actually disagree with you. No. It's not like that anymore. Now they just don't give a two. They're just, hey, you know what? Delete the tweet and that way you can come back. So on the PR side, they're like, oh, we're all for free speech. We're all for you saying whatever you want. And on the back end, through their actions, they're like, we're not for free speech. We want to censor those that we disagree with. We want to push this leftist, progressive, liberal narrative consistently. It says here, Levine, a biological man who identifies as a woman, is the Assistant Secretary for Health. I mean, isn't that ironic? I mean, a person that struggles with their own identity is the Assistant Secretary for Health for the United States Department of Health and Human Services. I mean, I find it extremely ironic. Quote, big tech will eventually silence everyone who dissents from their woke ideology. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's like they're taking the words right out of my mouth. If you say Rachel Levine is a man, they will come after you. Doesn't matter that Levine is in fact a man, truth is no defense. The Federalist reported the social media company blocked Davidson's tweet from being publicly viewable and notified Davidson that he must delete the post in order to get his account restored. Well, this is what their post looks like, and I believe Molly here is the editor-in-chief of the Federalist. She said Twitter had locked out his account unless he retracts his true tweet below. Well, I wonder if she's going to sit there and get her account locked now, because now she's verifying to what Davidson said as being true. He will not bend the knee to his censors, and good, he shouldn't bend the knee. Twitter's evil war on free speech and debate is authoritarian and harmful to the country. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go on Twitter right after I'm done recording this, and I'm going to post the exact same thing the Babylon Bee posted, the editor-in-chief of the Babylon Bee. You have Charlie Kirk posting. You have John Davidson posting. I'm going to post it as well and just see what happens, because I'm a no-namer. I got like 40 followers on it. I just want to see if they go after the small fish. It says this represents yet another instance on Twitter punishing those who deviate from the doctrines of the radical leftist gender ideology. A number of prominent Twitter accounts have recently been slapped down by the social media giant for posts related to Levine. The Babylon Bee, Charlie Kirk are just a few of the ones that are listed here in the article and ones that I've already mentioned. But folks, again, they're catering to these radical leftists out there. These leftists that have also infiltrated your education system. And I just did a story last night where I talked about a biology class in Needham, Massachusetts, that is teaching these radical gender ideologies as actually being facts. Meaning what they're teaching in biology class is that when a man changes its bodily composition, that all of a sudden a man can give birth, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. But I guarantee you, if any one of these accounts posted the very thing I just said, even though it's a falsehood, it's fake, it's not real, it's impossible of happening, what they will do is be totally okay with it. If you said that a man can become a woman, which is not possible, especially on a chromosomal level, they will leave it up there. So if you actually speak truth, you're going to get banned. If you speak false and lies, you're good to go. That's the way the left is going. And this has dramatic effects for our social fabric in our country, because you're going to see, for example, revisionist history take form here, where you're going to be able to produce and publish falsehoods and lies out there, and you're going to censor and diminish the truth. Where, look, I'm okay with both happening. I'm not okay with people doing revisionist history, but I think it's okay for people to print and publish the things that, that they say through the words that they publish through that book. But I think that is vital and important to a democracy and a republic such as ours to have those truths out there that people can seek after, because I believe that those truths will beat out those lies that are being pushed, whether it's through spoken word or published books or narratives out there. So with that being said, folks, let me know in the comments what you think about Twitter doing all this censorship. Are you still on Twitter? Are you still on, heck, I don't know, out there? I mean, clearly you're on YouTube if you're watching this, but are you on Facebook and all these other platforms that are actively censoring conservatives, Republicans, and those they disagree with? Again, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, share with your friends and family all over social media. And folks, I will see you a little bit later today here on The Bald Brad Show.